Hello friends, after last video of this controversial content, we need a rest. So today we come to the museum to enjoy the art piece. We are in Katowice, this big museum which was a mine before. And it's interesting, they have an underground museum here, and we enter and there are a lot of these paintings already. And it seems there are many layers here, many floors.
We've never been here. We've been in Katowice before. We came to the Silesia Museum. We've never been in this museum, so yes. I'm curious to see.
I know we were here watching car racing.
Yes. They have a looks like quite a big art exposition, but I think they have also some exposition about history of the city. So we will see how it is today.
I didn't know what to expect to see. Let's just have a surprise today.
Katowice is a big city, and it's a part of a big urban agglomeration in the south of Poland. A lot of people live here, and I think that this is the main museum of this region.
It's an industrial city, yeah?
It
must be a lot of pollution.
It was in the past years. I was always afraid to come to Silesia, to Katowice, because I was thinking that I will just die immediately because of the air pollution, or I will get a cancer. Well, it's not so bad anymore. There are a lot of industry. There was a mine industry and steel mill, and in general, heavy industry. A lot of it doesn't work anymore. It was liquidated, so the pollution is better now.
Anyway, it's winter, so we have limited things that we can do. So the most enjoyable thing is just to visit the museum.
Sure. A lot of our videos lately, they were outside when we were constantly in the winter jackets.
But today I still wear a lot of clothes.
Yeah. And I think that this museum mostly focuses on the Polish art. So let's find
Matejka.
Maybe there will be Matejko. Maybe there will be Marczewski. Let's see if there's anyone we know.
I noticed that Polish artists really like horses. There are a lot of horses. This is very strong running horses.
Very dynamic painting.
And they have very dramatic face expression.
Oh yeah.
Look, oh la la. Look, this horrible winter condition, just like how we drive here.
And the title of the painting is Return from the Party.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you see? He is very tired.
He's completely drunk.
She. This red color is quite beautiful, like a real material.
Stand next to it.
Aristocracy.
Come on. Look, we have a Marczewski.
Who are they?
Yes, what are they doing there?
Why? The keepers. What is speakers? Keepers.
Outcasts supper.
It's a mine worker supper.
Look, another horses and another famous painter, Cossack.
I don't know him. It's about war.
Indeed.
Well, it's understandable. There were a lot of war in Poland.
And Wyczółkowski.
I like this one.
Which one? Why?
Countryside view, very sweet, nice.
Very sweet. Nice.
Blue sky.
Ankiewicz. What about this?
This one,
Summertime.
not very good.
Not very good.
Hoffman.
You can choose yourself a husband.
I don't want any of them to be my husband. Oh, look here.
There we go.
You can make a photo for me here.
Not this hand. He looks like a Jesus Christ, doesn't it? Doesn't he?
I mean, this woman's face is a little bit distracted. Distorted.
Let's go. Maybe she's just ugly.
Right.
About that one. It's also him.
Yeah? I very admire the painter who can paint the huge paintings.
You.
It's a lot of work. They have to keep the proportion.
Sure. What about that guy? Another famous Polish painter.
Cool.
Wyspiański.
I have a weird feeling. Not adorable baby.
It's not?
Markowski.
Do you
Who
like?
is Markowski?
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cute.
Cute.
I mean, but it's very rare that people paint like this, like children's painting.
What about the next one?
This is not my type. That is interesting costume. Like Chinese one.
It kind of is. It's true.
Yeah, but the person is not a Chinese person.
Maybe not really.
Is he smoking opium?
Possible. What about this place?
Whoa, it's Paris.
It is.
I've been there.
Let's go on.
Normally, I wouldn't like this one, but I like this one. I mean, I wouldn't like this type of painting because it's too regular.
It's a different Malczewski, you know?
What do you mean different?
I don't know if
His son?
I don't know if there's any
His
family
relative.
connection with the other Malczewski, but the family
Maybe
name is the same.
he paint different style painting. What happened to him?
It's a
Fish.
human
He has a fish.
human with a fish.
That's why he struggled because there are so many bones. This painting is very interesting because when you look at it from a distance and you see a beautiful, quiet woman reading a book, but when you look closer, you see she's very unsettled.
Is she?
Yeah.
I don't,
See,
I don't see she being unsettled.
yeah, it's because you standing at distance.
She's still settled.
Okay, she's single. Let's go. Now we move to the modern art.
That's all. Is modern art your favorite type of art?
No, I see them equally. I like classical and also modern.
You think that one day you will consider the modern art to be more of your favorite type of art?
I don't consider, maybe this is more possible.
Can you imagine? People struggle quite often with so-called modern art. It's easier, I think, that it's easier for general audience to appreciate the classical, art, painting, sculpture, but they have a problem with the modern art quite
it's
quite
about
often.
time. When now we look at the classical arts, they are just normal for us. So, like 50 years later, we see today's modern art to them is normal already.
You think so?
They can understand more. And 50 years later, there will be new art. And then people will not understand the modern art of 50 years later.
What will be the art in 50 years from now? Do you have any prediction?
I believe it's the three-dimensional type of presentation thing. Maybe even four-dimensional.
Four-dimensional. What will be the
there
fourth
are
dimension?
smells and motions.
Oh, it already exists.
Yeah, but it's not very popular now. Don't
Come
see normal museum yet. You think it's possible that in Poland, new artists will make joke of communists?
Joke?
Yeah, to present in their art.
I mean, the question whether it's possible, it's not only
Is it
possible, it's
popular?
common. Now it's going away a little bit, because after transformation, there was a period of time when the society needed to kind of deal with this whole part of history and the trauma, and art definitely explored this subject. Dictatorship, communism, all the problems related still exists, but society moves on. It was, come on, it was
But now
30
there are
years
still
ago.
communist party in Poland. Are they happy?
No, what are you talking about? We don't have communist party. We have normal left side party, left.
But it's communist party.
No, in the past, the leftovers from the Communist Party created a modern left side, okay, of political scene. I think that nowadays, none of the old politicians is active anymore. Today's left in Poland is created by the younger politicians.
People, they just change their name and
You
they
see,
refuse to be communist.
You see, it's a little bit differently. There is a place for the left side, and the left existed in the world during communist times in Poland. Now, Polish kind of communist party, although it wanted to pose itself as a socialist party, caring about the people or whatever, it was never a true left party. It was just a dictatorship. And
so you mean that the people can put themselves in the democratic system, then it's so they kind of good communist people.
There's no good communist people, okay? Now, people understand that communism is on the left side, but communism is not a healthy left part of political scene. It's a dictatorship, okay? Now,
okay, so improved, but their ideas came from communist system.
No. Differently, communism hijacked a certain selection of left ideas. It kidnapped certain thoughts and opinions and used them in improper way. But it was never about, caring about the social part of the society. They were just caring about themselves. It was dictatorship. only covering the true intentions with kind of thoughts of the, socialist thinkers.
I start to be bored, but I have another idea. Maybe people are, suppressed, or how to say, suppressed by the political pressures, and then they use different kind of presentation involve like a sex to express their suppressed feelings. So that's why sex is a big part of the art, just like what we saw a moment ago. And the sex and the politics, they can be together.
Sex can be
And
together with everything.
when you use sex to make a joke of politics, then they think it's challenging, and people like it. But anyway, people always like sex, no matter what. Yeah, sex-related thing. But
it's true. What do you think about this thing?
It is funny.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. So this is what I said. There are some implications.
Implications.
It's nice. Even I make a lot of different comments, negative, positive, but nobody criticized me, and I criticize them.
Just wait for the comments of our viewers. What do you think about video art, video performance?
Usually, I'm not patient enough to enjoy, to take my time to enjoy what is in the video, what he wants to say.
Do you think that we make a video art?
Yes, I believe so.
What you watching?
An old guy lying on the street, smoking, struggling, homeless people. Our art is more enjoyable. I mean, the person are more enjoyable than us.
You see, there is I think that I think, and many people I think will agree with me, or rather I agree with other people, that art should challenge reality. Art should not be only pleasant.
We are not audacious enough to present a lot of controversial topics with a lot of extreme opinions. And we don't have extreme opinions. We have normal opinions.
Yeah,
but still, many people have different opinions, and they are not happy with our opinions.
True. Let's move on.
There is a dance like this when people move and they walk in a way like they are not walking, like they are floating. So it's like a floating,
Yeah, and what do you mean by that?
It reminds me of that. So let's go. I mean, I don't know how to understand it. I think it might be a ghost movie, or she has depression. When you watch a lot of painting, you really believe yourself. You can do it. You can make a good creation.
I think that this is kind of important part of being an artist. The painting becomes
like
good when the artist decides so, yes?
Who decide?
That-
Artist?
yeah, of course.
Then if
mean-
I am artist and I decide my painting will be very good, then it is very good.
I mean, you see, the artist makes art for himself, or rather by himself, not thinking about the audience usually.
Yeah, but if artists want to earn money from it, then
It's not an artist, it's, just a normal worker. There were plenty of artists which, they were not understood when they were alive and they didn't earn any money. Their art was not considered to be valuable by the public. They were very disregarded and they only became famous after years after they died, right?
yes, I know.
But this artists, they created art no matter what. The art, how they felt it, how they wanted this.
that is very stressful thing.
There are also,
Would they already dead?
there are
all
also
the
a lot of,
fame, all the money, they cannot enjoy it.
there are plenty of creators which create so-called art which is popular and sells well. Now, question is, are the artists or are the whores?
Horse?
Art prostitutes.
Ah.
They just sell themselves using
Okay.
using certain amount of skill to create something which general public will appreciate.
Good question. Do they really want to sacrifice their sacrifice their dignity to cater the audience?
Maybe they have no dignity at all.
They have. I believe that money is one of the biggest motive for artists.
It's what?
What?
What is the biggest motive for art?
Money.
Money.
Mm.
I think you get it wrong.
But first of all, they have to earn some money to guarantee that they have enough funds so that they can create anything that they like, right? If they are poor and they have no money, then they have no time, no material to paint anything they like. And you want to be world famous, I believe it's very hard.
I don't
You
really
need help.
I don't really think that artists, all the artists want to be world famous.
I believe there are many artists that their fame came by the advertisement or somebody behind to make it happen, to make them famous. Which do you think is easier, to draw a person with clothes or naked? Which is easier?
Naked.
Naked is
Yes.
easier. Oh, that's why so many people doesn't have clothes. Look.
No, I don't think that's why. That's why artists choose to paint the naked people. They choose to show nakedness if it serves a certain message. Now, from technical point of view, it just takes all the materials, tissues. They are more complicated than just the skin. You know this legend?
What legend? Oh, I don't know what legend is it.
You don't know. Look, here is the old Papa. Yes. Here is Adam. Here is Eve.
Okay. Peacock. What is this?
Yeah, good question. It's a prototype of a person, of a human.
Look, party.
Yeah, I guess.
Something missing. Echo.
Everyone is so happy.
Yeah.
Would you like to be part of this picture, live forever in this party?
Yes. Look, even their face are so simple. Like they have a simple life and simple happiness. So that
Simple,
is
simple face, you
happy,
say?
happy life. Yes.
This guy, he looks like Carl Pilkington,
Who?
one of my favorite human
Cartoons.
beings. No, no, it's not cartoon. He's a real person. Very, very real.
You have to show me.
Oh yes. We have a lot of in common, actually.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is nice.
About
Look at this church.
there is a church indeed. There is a mine. There is a train.
This is Katowice.
No, Janów.
Yeah, no. And that is normal Polish people's everyday life.
Kind of true.
Oh, this is a nice church.
Synagogue. Jewish temple.
I kind of like this area, this series of colorful painting, simple faces.
Yeah, it's hard to be more simple than that.
But you can see, even though they have no faces, but they are happy, yeah.
I think they're happy.
Or maybe, I will. Depends on how you interpret it. I see that those people, they are gossiping.
They
And
do.
the people, they are lazy. And the people, they want to be drunk. And the people, maybe they have some stressful situation in their lives. The dog is very happy.
Sure.
But there's no woman here. There's only one woman.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe it's a man's garden.
So this painting is so simple that it doesn't even have a name. Another party.
That's how we met.
Kind of. Here is Silesia landscape.
That might be our wedding party.
We've been there in Kiszowiec.
We've been here. Okay. Oh, this are Jewish.
Oh, I mean, are the Jewish people, or it's a mine orchestra? How to say it? They could be Jewish, indeed.
Jewish
They have this
orchestra.
long clothes.
Priests also have this
But
black.
priests don't have hats. They could be orchestra, mining orchestra. They have these hats with this decoration.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, look at the small figure. So cute. And look, there are so many things. Children, woman with bag and handicap, and old woman, and woman with his baby, and man with bicycle.
Okay. What I find really interesting, because this part of museum presents the art from this region, from Silesia region, and we
They
said
are always
Silesia.
mine.
Yes, but look how colorful the pictures are, the paintings. Now that this region is not as beautiful, and in the past, especially, it was not.
Yeah.
And it was painted in '72 when there was really a big pollution. Now,
So they painted to give a hope,
I
to paint their dream
would
world.
say it's interesting, really.
Rabbit. They dream the land.
Yes, there is a mine in the background.
So
There are blocks,
you
but
see how stressful people they are. They can only paint this dreamful scenery in paintings.
Interesting. Take a look here.
Wow. Look at this. I like this. Interesting. I like this painting style.
Mm-hmm.
How is it? Look at this child. Child is very angry.
Interesting. It was painted in 2010.
Yeah.
Quite modern.
Mm. We will get old like this. Look, this reveals the nature of Western countries.
Yes,
They
and what is the nature?
exploit people as working machines.
Right.
Destroy people. People.
Yes, a little bit more.
And and they want people to work a lot so that the boss can make a lot of money.
What is the title of
So
the
people are very
painting?
unhappy. Civilization progress. Yeah, this is a necessary part.
Necessary or unfortunate?
Unfortunate, it's already happened. So now you have a happier life because of your ancestors live horrible life before you, and then society get better after that. Come here, show you something. Look.
Yes, we want to make analysis of this art piece.
Well,
Explain us what you see here and what is the meaning of this.
the most attractive part is this mushroom, which is toxic mushroom that we like. What is the name of it?
Amanita, muhomur.
It's Super Mario's mushroom, and it grows everywhere in the forest, and it grows on the specific place of a human body, and you can continue to interpret.
What is the name of the painting?
The house of God.
Does it tell you anything? Okay. About that one. And what about that one?
I don't like that one.
Come on, comment on this one. It's your favorite nakedness and sex thing.
Yeah, you see, when people live in poor condition, they have to use sex to
what?
express their eager and lost in their lives, that they are very, very without hope, hopeless, and the only thing that they can do is get organs.
Oh, it's not too bad actually.
To be happy.
That's actually not too bad as long as they get an orgasm.
And when they are so lonely that they cannot even find a partner, sometimes they have to fuck an animal.
Oh, that's actually
Didn't you hear
courageous
story?
interpretation.
The people fuck an animal like chicken, cows, that type of thing.
I didn't know that you know this story.
Everybody has to know some black part, dark side of the society, sooner or later.
What are you watching?
I'm watching and wondering what are they going to do. When you are a child, your parents dress you like this?
No.
And they take you to a demonstration of the church?
They prepare him for the first communion, I guess.
That they grow up? The ceremony for their growing up?
Yeah, the first time when they eat Jesus Christ.
Eat?
Yeah, no, symbolically in the church.
Let's do not comment
Why not?
about religious. We just talk about it. We don't want to, in one episode, offend so many people.
Oh, we can as well, especially when we talk about art. Look what is happening. They have these very, very long ropes. They start with the shoes, but they tied all of him. And look what is behind you.
Me? This? Oh my! Why do they do it? So they restrain a person so that he will not do the things that he should not do. Yeah?
Or he will not do the things which he would want to do. He will not be free anymore.
You know, it reminded me of old days in China. Women has to make their feet small, as small as possible.
Sure.
Very horrible thing happening in any possible human society.
It's quite tragic. Looks like the parents are doing this to their own child.
Yeah, usually it is. Parents think it's good, should be like this, and it's beautiful to have a small feet and you can find a better husband.
Let's go. This one is lost already.
You're lucky that you didn't.
I freed myself from the chains of the, slavery and misery. Hey, remember, does it remind you anything?
This Japanese cartoon movie.
Yeah, sure. Actually does.
Mm. But he didn't have a dick. We're finished here. We have to look for new things.
Let's go. What's going on? What did you find?
We have a quick space traveling to
Time
Krakow.
travel.
Space travel?
But also time travel.
Okay. Our visit of the museum today almost finished, and we have last few pieces to watch, and then we can just go home. And it's a big museum. We really enjoy it here. You can come in.
We spent here almost 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. There are different type of art that you will find the one you like.
Sure.
I hope you find your inspiration for your life.
Did you find an inspiration today?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
or what?
I need time to make it.
Okay. So it's just a seed, and we'll see what will grow.
Yes, yes.
You recommend people to come to this museum?
Yes, I recommend people if you live close, you can come here even multiple times.
Katowice is not the first tourist destination in Poland. People usually, the foreigners, the tourists, they visit usually different cities first, right?
Well,
Yeah.
but if you're bored with big city, you come here and it's nice that you can quietly sit in museum and think by yourself and just or don't have to think, just look at the piece of art and relax your mind, right?
Okay.
I enjoy it anyway. You don't have to rush. You can just take your time, follow your pace. It's
I
like this time belongs to you only. Nobody will
That's true.
disturb you.
I wonder if our viewers will enjoy this video. I think it will be quite a long one.
You try to make it short and make the best.
So time to say goodbye.
Well, there are a few pieces to watch, but we can say goodbye already. Okay, bye bye. Hope you liked today's video, and I hope you like all of our video and subscribe. Bye bye.
We already know that many people don't like one of our video.
Regardless, we will keep on working on making better and better video.
Yes.
Okay, so stay with us. Okay, bye bye.